Hello and welcome to the tutorial on how to do 3D. You guys ready for this funness? Okay, hi. We're gonna do a tutorial on the 3D title sequence that we have for the football games for this season, and hopefully many seasons to come. If you all want to keep them, or if you want to make your own, you'll probably know how to after this. You might not, but if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I have an email, channingw.coschools.net, or you can talk to me, which I'm expecting you to do the latter, but you never know. So now that I've wasted 30 seconds of your time rambling to you on this screen, it's time to get down to business. Alright, so you've got your composition up right here, the AHS versus template _1, because that's one I've edited. We'll see the nice little thing that we've made. I've got this all on one screen, although I usually edit on 3 screens. It's whatever. It doesn't matter that much. The layout's pretty much the same if you know what you're looking at. So, alrighty. So I've gone and named all the layers for you guys, and if you don't have the layer names, it's because this button right here is clicked over to source name, and you want it clicked on the layer name so you can see, you know, like swipe away, right flare, which if you just click that you can see what they are, so they'll disappear and reappear. But this tutorial is basically covering how to change the name of the team we're playing against and change the color. So, to change the name, you go to the text file, which is down here, and you turn it on so you can see it. And now you can double click it to edit it, and you can make it say whatever you want it to say. Like, you can say Alcoa versus Chad. So we're going to say Alcoa versus Chadwick. Yeah, we'll go with Chadwick. Alright, so as soon as you change it, it'll automatically change your 3D file that it's linked to. Now, for it to link to a file, I can explain that in this tutorial too. So, it'll be one of these black solids down here, and it is this one because it's the opposing team. And then you go up here to Effect Controls, and the way that you link it to a text layer is to actually go to one sec. You go to Custom Layers, Custom Text and Masks, and then you just link it to any of these. Like I can make this versus, or link it to another 3D layer if you wanted, but that's not a good idea. So then you'd go up to Scene Setup, which is where you find, bam, your extruded layer, all that jazz. Now what you normally do whenever you have just made a 3D layer, and it will not show up, because if you reset it all, which I'm not going to do, yeah I will, I'll reset it all for you. You have nothing. Oh my god, what do? You press extrude, and you have a basic 3D extrusion of what you wanted said, or what you typed. So then you can go and you can drop a bevel on it, which is what I usually do. I usually drop like, well, you can choose whichever one you want, but actually usually edit the bevel, so we're going to go out of here and say we're not going to cancel, we're not going to save it, but that's how you do that. But I usually edit the bevel, and this is one that I found that I like the most. So to change it, you will go over here on the extrusion mode side, and you will see the color of the last team that we played. This part's a little bit, it's repetitive. So say you wanted Chadwick to be orange. We'll make him orange. You just go over here and you change every color, the diffuse color, the specular color, to orange, to whatever shade of orange you want. You can make some pretty interesting colors with all this by just changing them. Have a good day, Archer. Archer just left for a meeting. So you can change like the reflection color, so you could get some wicked colors going on here, like some 90s, not 90s, that's actually more like 70s, I don't really know. I don't know my eras. I'm rambling, sorry. But you can also turn on your environment, which is right here. Ooh, no, sorry, your environment's right here, and you can see what it would look like on something that's not a black background, but that doesn't matter because we are not going off of a black background. So like I said, you just keep going and changing these, and you can play around with them if you want. However, I don't see why you would need to if you're just making this. But if you wanted to learn it, this is some of the stuff you'd be using. I like the way that green looked. That looked really cool. But you go and you change all your colors to that shade of yellow, orange, whatever this is. And then it change on here. And you've got your playthrough, which is just, it flies in. And of course it's going to lag whenever I'm trying to show you all. We'll do a RAM preview to show you guys. So a RAM preview plays it through in real time. So at first it will not play through in real time, and then it will. but since I'm doing a screen recording, it might take it a little bit longer. And I actually changed the color of the lights to match the color of the lights outside, because the orange is not as realistic as the kind of cooler color that we've got going on right now. Fun fact, everyone. So then the verses will animate out, and then I have a black solid that swipes it away. And if you look closely enough, you can see that it doesn't quite get all of the, oh no, it does. Never mind. It does. Awesome. Well, there's that. So now you can play through it in real time, and you'll see that it swipes it away. And that's basically how you change the color. I can do more tutorials if you guys would like. Just let me know, because if there's stuff you want to know, I can probably teach you if it's After Effects or Premiere. On that note, I'm going to teach you how to render something too real quick. So if you want to render something, do not save this. Well, you can save it. You can save it after you've done it, but I'm not going to save it because I don't want it to say Chadwick. But save it. You just go to Composition, Pre-Render, and then it'll bring you over to your render queue, which I've got a whole bunch of stuff in. And you go down to whichever comp it is, which is this one. It's one that's queued, and the rest of them are unqueued or done. And this one you could do AHS v Chadwick tutorial, and it'll render it out real quick. And this is while, you know, talking to you guys. It's almost done. Bam. Then you stop it after it gets done, and that's basically it. It'll be, I'm not going to save this, but it'll show up on your desktop, which is right here, AHS versus Chadwick, and you have your video. And then you just drop that in the front of a video, and you are golden. You have an intro to your new football game. On that note, thanks for spending the last 7 minutes with me. I love you all. Have a great day. Goodbye.